Right guys, welcome back. So what I've done here is I've made a cardboard template of the boot area where the battery's situated, and once I made the cardboard template I put it onto a sheet of MDF, cut it out, I've carpeted the MDF, used carpet glue, and the adhesion between the MDF and the carpet is solid. And then on the edges I've tucked it under and stapled it all the way around with a normal staple gun. And then I've put all the pumps, the air tank and the wiring loom. I've neatened the wiring loom up just now. I'm just connecting everything up, and now I will be putting it into the boot. So let me just grab all of this to be above. And let's see how it fits. Welcome to XUK. Air suspension's complete. I've mounted the controller for easy access for the customer. Perfectly when he's driving, he's got a good view of pressures on each corner and he can adjust it very easily. Customer wanted a hidden install. He didn't want his boot to have a compressor in that area there. So his boot is still exactly like factory, exactly like original. You can still access everything, put his seats down, load the car up, and then that's the install there.
Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Everything's hidden away nicely. Nice MDF panel created for all the compressor, air tank, everything to be mounted to it, and that was placed inside. We haven't bolted the MDF to the vehicle itself, so he can have access to this area here if he needs to change his battery, because his battery is very low. Every day when we start it we've got problems. I guess he's got too many gadgets on his car. There must be some problem with the wiring where something's consistently on and it's draining the battery out. That's something obviously that's got nothing to do with me personally. My job is to install. Originally when we got the car there was about 2 inches of water in the boot, in the trunk, and I had to drain all that out, and I notified the customer and told him, due to him fitting these lights that he's got from China, they're not sealed properly, so water's going in here, gathering up in there in the tailgate, and as he opens it the water rushes down here and goes down this section and fills the boot up with water. So customers ordered new seals for these lights. He'll put new seals on. Our job is to notify the customer that there is an issue, nothing relating to us. When we get a car in, we go through a full checkup on the vehicle in terms of damage to the body, any scratches, and then we look at the areas where we're going to work, and if there's any problems in them areas we make videos to document that we've just started the vehicle, meaning the job we've just started, and we've come across certain issues, and the customer then can't point his finger at us and say we're to blame. So yeah, that's all done. That's all done nicely. And now I'm moving on to installing the kit on this side. If you come on the other side, I can show you the body kit being installed as a test fit, and you can see that the kit fits nicely. We've got some areas here where we've got a gap. All this will get filled here, around this edge here, just from there to there. Everything else is fine. This area here, there's a gap there. We'll fill that to shape it to the same contour of the bumper. Side skirt wouldn't fit as the side skirt's designed for an SE. So let me do some gymnastics and get under these metal poles. What we did was we had to chop the side skirt off, but we left an inch for the new side skirt to lean against, and then we fiberglassed the side skirt and covered the gap, so that's a perfect fit now. Now the main problem with this skirt is because it's an S-line, there's a contour here, a V, and the thickness of the skirt doesn't allow our skirt to go on. So what we do is we chop it all the way across and get rid of this edge that's sticking out, and then it also gets rid of the thickness of the skirt, because our skirt, if that's that thick, our skirt is a little bit smaller, so it doesn't go under this skirt. So we had to chop this off, but that's all done. Rear bumper, we had a problem. I'll show you so our rear panels are designed to fit the facelift rear bumper, and the whole profile of this bumper is different. So when we attach this piece here, we've got a huge gap. If you walk around, you can show. So it's touching here, so it's stopping us from pushing it in. So it's very difficult for us to line this up with the bumper. All this needs cutting off from the back. All this area here, because it's the wrong shape. That extra section there needs cutting off. All this needs cutting off, and then we put it back on the car, and then we make all this by hand. I'll show you one that I've just done on this side. If you have a look at this, this is perfect now. It's lined up beautifully there. It's perfect there, and it's perfect inside as well. It hasn't been filled yet. There's a little section at the top here that needs a bit of filler. But apart from that, with a bit of adjustments, we can get the rear panel bumper piece to fit a bumper that it doesn't even belong on. So that was a couple hours of work. And yeah, this side's more or less done in terms of alignment. Everywhere there was gaps, they've all been filled. Even the front wing where the vent is, that's all done over there as well. Side skirt's done. All this aligns up very well. As you can see, once it's glued on with the silicone, with a bit of pressure, we leave it for 24 hours and then it bonds in that same position. Now, this is just for alignment. Once we've done all the alignment, we'll primer the parts that have been adjusted and we'll paint them. So we do a side at a time. So once this side's done, we jump on the other side, do exactly what we did on this side, and that's all the body kit aligned and painted. The last thing we're going to do is cut the arches. We don't cut the arches first, and I'll tell you why. If you come on this side, when we cut this section here from there to there, we lose the original line of the quarter panel. So when we put our new piece on, this gives us a guidance or a guideline where we can move the arch up or down and get it perfect. So the alignment of the new arch is perfect with the new wheel setup. We've done it in the past where we've cut the arches first, and then it's a guessing game, and a lot of the times we don't have the wheels first. So when we've attached the kit, we've realized that there's a centimeter difference between the right and the left. So this time we're going to work the opposite way. We're going to cut the arches at the end, and this time we've got the wheels first. The way we're working now is when a customer's booked in for a wide body, he needs his wheels ordered, his air suspension ordered, body kit paid for, and then once all the goods arrive and they're ready in stock, the car comes in. So the car gets worked on straight away. So then it turns from a 6, 7, 8 week project to a 2 to 3 week project. So the turnaround time is much quicker, and that's what we're aiming for. As you go along in business, you understand where you mess up, because nobody's perfect, and then you make changes in your business and the way you work to make yourself very productive, and that's what we've realized, and they're the steps we've taken. So going back to it again, wide body in stock, new wheels, custom colour chosen, wheels in stock, tyres in stock, tyres mounted to the wheels, and air suspension ordered and ready. So when the customer brings the car in, we jump straight onto the job and we just crack on with it. It's a car at a time. We don't do any of the jobs in between. And yeah, this is 1 week. So in a week, the progress has been air suspension fully installed. No more work left on that. We're doing an air test today, so we're going to see if air suspension's lost any air overnight. So far so good, no decrease in air pressure on all 4 corners, and it's been about 3 hours, so that's good. One side of the kit's done, more or less, 90%. This side we start next week. Primer all the parts, paint all the parts, attach them to the car, cut the fenders, car's finished. So if you look at it, it's about 2 to 3 weeks from 7 to 8 weeks, and I think that's a major achievement for us moving forward. Subscribe, share our content. We need you guys to comment. You know, we need to know what you think of the work that we're doing. If there's any other style of video you prefer, anything we've missed out, let us know. We're more than happy to create the content. We're making the videos anyway. Yeah, see you on the next one.